Come on then. Come on. Good boy. So, just a quick video, guys. One of the things I see quite a lot, whether it's doing one-to-one training or whether it's just watching people with their dogs, is that most people, when they're out with the dog, don't actually interact with them. So they'll put the dog on the lead, very rarely speak to them. They get to the field or wherever it is they're going for a walk. Come on. And they let them off the lead, and then they don't speak to them again until it's time to go home or until the dog's misbehaving. So there's no interaction to keep the dog engaged with us. So it's things like they'll let the dog off, and then the dog's almost left to their own devices to go and find something to keep them occupied. And then problems happen because the dog doesn't come back, or the dog doesn't listen, or the dog finds something that's more interesting than we are. And you've got to ask yourself, from a dog's perspective, their mentality is almost, what's in it for me? And if you're not giving them a reason to want to be near you, whether that's praise, treats, playing games with them, then they're going to go and find something that's more interesting. So just changing your mentality a little bit to be, rather than I'm taking the dog for a walk, change it to I'm taking the dog for a training session, and start before you leave the house. So get the dog to sit, so they're focusing on you and listening to you before they even leave the house. That'll prevent jumping up, that'll keep the dog calm, it'll keep them listening to you. When you go out of the house, get the dog to sit whilst you turn around and lock the door, and then train them to walk properly and nicely on a lead. Talk to them, let them know when they're doing it right, let them know when they're doing it wrong. And when you get to wherever it is you're going that the dog's going to have free run, do the same again. So let the dog off the lead, talk to them when they're near you, give them rewards. Mando, good boy. And it is just a little reward, and it's just a reason to check in with us and to listen and to give us their attention. And this condition, we start this from a young age, and if you condition the behaviour that you want, and the dogs, you almost become the most interesting thing in the world to your dog, then they're going to listen to you. And they may go and say hello to other dogs, but if they come to you, and when they come and check in and you praise them, you don't scream and shout at them, you give them a reason to want to be near you and to want to check in with you, you'll have much better results, especially when you're out and about. So just use everyday walks as a training session for you and your puppy. It'll build the bond with you, you get a much better response from your dog, and it'll eliminate a lot of problems that I see when we're out on a walk, just purely by interacting with your dog and being friends with them. So just give it a try, guys. If you're struggling, just change your mentality a little bit to, I'm not taking you, you're taking the dog for a training session, you're not taking the dog for a walk. And I think you'll see big results. Alright guys, thanks a lot, bye.